Getting right to it. Instagram confirms that videos under 60 seconds in stories will no longer be split into segments. Sorry. This means that when you upload a video, like you want to repurpose something that you created on TikTok, well, you can now do it and it'll be like a single story. You're not going to have to click through multiple segments to get through a full story, or like just to get through all parts. The other thing that this means is that the reason why this is pretty interesting and pretty cool is because prior, I don't remember the exact metric for time that they used in terms of how long each story could be, but I do know that if you were adding a link or if you were adding a specific song or a sound and your video was longer than the allotted time for each segment of the story, it wouldn't carry over to the next video. And if you, for example, wanted to add a song, it would split the song up, and you would have to re-add it as a new song. And so it'll sometimes, well, you now have to restart the song. So this is cool. I think that they're really reaching here, and I've said this before. Instagram is in this interesting position where they have a very strong presence when it comes to brand positioning and just utility positioning. But as a user experience, as they try to make everything so profit driven, I can't see how that could be conflicting in terms of people not wanting to use it anymore. So the other thing, okay, so here says that they retired IGTV. I mean, this is old news. You can't post long form content on there anymore. But video posts are now shared as reels. Let's see, what is this about? In July, Instagram announced that all uploaded video under 15 minutes in length will be posted as reels. Holy shit. So that means that because they want to compete, so TikTok has introduced 10-minute videos. It did this probably last within the last 12 months. I can't remember exactly when, but I know that, I personally don't watch 10-minute videos on TikTok. I can't sit through something that long. But I think that if there's a market for it, obviously Instagram wants some of it. Let's see, by shifting its video in more online format, this will give it more video inventory to intersect in users' feeds, which direction looking at defined limits. Receives note that 15% of Instagram feeds now comes from people's groups or accounts that don't follow. Yeah, so this is a problem. And this is something that I've heard. Basically, Instagram, dude, this fucking robot thing that is supposed to be like looking at me, it's a heat sensor. So now I think it's just the computer is heating the fuck up. So, all right. So 15% of your feed comes from someone that you don't follow. Why? Well, that means it's at least a 15% deficit, because the users, so the amount of people that have like a user feed, right? It's because the people that you follow or people that are followed, right? But if creators are now forced to only put the best looking images, well, now they're taking a little bit longer to create and to post something on these platforms, which means that they have raised the bar in terms of what is worthy of getting attention and what's not worthy of getting attention on the Instagram platform. So now there isn't enough people or individuals creating content for Instagram. So now Instagram is forced to, in order to keep you entertained as a user, it's now taking it upon themselves to make suggestions as to what do you want to look at, instead of you opting into it by going into the feed where, it's a free for all and you could get exposed to new content. Well, now they're bringing that feed into the shared or the friends list or the people that you followed. They're introducing that into there. So they're kind of mixing everything together. Similar how in TikTok, you have no idea where you're going to open. Well, they're kind of trying to recreate the same excitement, I imagine. But this is because there isn't enough content on the Instagram platform. Even though Instagram, I heard that they were not going to be repurposing reels that had, or making reels go viral, they had the TikTok watermark. Well, that's still happening because there isn't enough content or organic content for it to just go around. So yeah, it's kind of, it's a little interesting, just the fucking 10-minute videos. But it's cool, I guess, that you can now repurpose your reels. They can now be stories. So it's, I guess, good for some people. Okay.